Then when Kimmy says, "Who is this guy?" He's talking about our business. Who is this guy? I don't even know him. I just know he makes good chicken. He made the chicken. It was good. Now, oh, you trying to reduce my man to chicken? You trying to make him the colonel? She never said that. Hey guys, if you're new to our channel, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back, friend. Today we're going to be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville behind the scenes. So last week was officially the last episode of the season, but they did a little special behind the scenes with never seen before footage. So we're going to be reviewing that. So before we get into it, we're going to shout out our subscriber of the week, Latrina. Hey girl.
Yay.
We saw that you also followed us on Twitter. Thank you for that. Thank you for sliding on over there and clicking that follow button. And also I saw on your profile that you're a nurse, so I just wanted to say thank you for your service, especially during this crazy COVID season, and I hope you stay safe. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Sugar and Spice 88. Like this video, comment. You know we love to interact with you guys, and subscribe. All right, let's get into it.
Okay, so we start off the behind the scenes special with finding out that Mel and Martell originally had pitched a show about flipping houses to Carlos King.
It was very HGTV.
It was,
you know, flip my house type
no holds barred. Ooh. Okay, y'all get the picture. But it was cute. It was corny, but it was cute. So Carlos King saw the couple and what they offered, and they said, you know what? Y'all look like y'all a little more interesting to look at.
Y'all got something else here going on.
Yeah. So shout out to Carlos for having insight, because he was right. He said, go get some friends, go get some family, go see who, just bring everybody together, see if we could come up with something. Did some interviews, found out that there was a comeback group, multiple marriages, dynamic relationships, genuine friendships. So they had something.
Perfect dynamic with all of these friends who are also married couples who are also successful Black entrepreneurs.
Yes.
It was a perfect setup for a show.
Yeah, and he even said something like in a place like he never heard of. So, you know, Mel really is the pioneer for the show. Most people would say Mel and Martell, but we know it wasn't Martell. It was Mel. Mel was the one to pioneer to put this show onto, you know, its beginning stages. So Carlos King says a week before they were supposed to shoot the pilot, Mel calls and said she found out that her husband was cheating again.
And like, I'm not doing this.
She wasn't going to go on the show. She wasn't going to shoot the show. She wasn't going to do it.
And I can definitely understand her apprehension, because the last thing you want to do is, besides having troubles in your marriage, the last thing you want to do is go through them publicly. So
put a magnifying glass on your relationship.
Exactly.
Honestly, like, everybody knows the saying, like, the second you put your relationship to be like in the public eye,
everyone feels like they have a right to comment. Everyone's an expert.
It's doomed. It's doomed.
Look at us. We commented.
We commented, right? Carlos was able to convince her to still shoot the pilot. He said something to the effect of, like, she said that I trust you. And that just lets me know that Carlos King and Melody have a really strong relationship and friendship now that they built, because this show really took Carlos King's career to the next level, and it also put Melody on the map. So they actually did something great for each other, and I think that they're going to remain loyal to each other now that they built this kind of, you know, new business relationship together. So they start shooting the pilot, and for some odd reason, Mel decides to bring up a hypothetical question about if your man was to cheat, yada, 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 yada.
So let's say Martell was cheating.
Oh my God.
How would you guys? And he kept cheating.
Girl.
After I already gave him a second chance.
Lord.
It's like, no.
Martell was like, huh?
What are you doing?
Yo, she went rogue. Honestly, at that point, because she had thought that they got over it and it came back up again so recently, I feel like she was lashing out of anger. Some people gonna say, oh, she did that so the show could get picked up, or she did that because she wanted to ensure success on the show. Honestly, most of the people I know not gonna say that their man is cheating, because to me it's more embarrassing than it is some
kind of benefit, coming from putting all of that out there. And then I feel like in their friend group and even people in the town, you see it often on the show where people were saying that before this all came out, oh, black love, and look at them, just the dream couple, the dream team, power couple, and she's over here miserable. So she's probably like, I'm so tired of everyone thinking that this is just such a perfect situation for me. And so she just let it
came out that way. It's just natural human emotion. Like, everybody has a breaking point. So then they bring up the comeback group. The comeback group was supposed to be a main premise of the show. And it was supposed to just be about rebuilding North Huntsville, making it, a place to be again, making it desirable. But the comeback group was never able to get past the first stage of planning. They even have a dinner where they're there for forever and nothing happens. Nothing is resolved.
One of the producers said it was like a 4-hour situation. And then Martell was like, I know we've been here for 4 hours, but let me get the chocolate cake.
Right? The comeback group, unfortunately, never really got off, never really had a fair shot at making it. They're all at the table and they're still discussing the comeback group. Everybody's in agreement, and then Mel and Martell are on opposite sides of, the fence. So not only were they not on the same page in their marriage, they also were not in the same page in business. They literally go to the office and they say, so we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. They come out and Martell says something different. What's going on here? The way you are with one thing is the way you are with a lot of things. So there you go. So then we go into Martell and Marceau. Martell and Marceau have beef because Marceau in season 1A, y'all know what I mean.
Y'all know they split up the season into different.
Yeah. He was talking about Martell's marriage. And now, fast forward to season 1B, Martell has seen season 1A. So then Martell is like, I'm coming in hot. Like,
because I've already seen you talking about me for 10 minutes straight on TV about my marriage, about me not being loyal to my wife.
Being a busy
and you're supposed to be my friend.
Meanwhile, you was on the phone with me talking about helping you out, working together, because you got 6 or 7 months of breathing room before y'all really about to be out here on these streets.
So basically, Martell just reveals that in the middle of their argument, that the reason they started the company together, the company that Marceau now has, Schultz, was a business venture between him and Martell, Scott Toltz. And the reason they started it was because Marceau was going through financial trouble, and Martell decided to link up with him so they could build a business together to help him out.
Right.
That's a big piece of information that they left out on the season.
Yeah, they were supposed to be like, it was supposed to be mutually beneficial, but more so to help Marceau more than Martell.
I was already in agreement when, Mel and Martell were upset about them making jokes and things about the cheating. But that makes it even worse, the fact that you were in such dire need of help, and then I help you, and then you come on TV and make jokes and things like that. Regardless of whether if Mel decided to bring it up, that doesn't mean you get to joke about it and play about it like it's something funny. It's not funny. She's going through her emotions, and we're human, so we don't always, she's not going to handle it perfectly. You know, maybe, I'm sure there's some stuff that she probably wish in hindsight she would have kept to herself. But just because I get to bring it up, it's my story, it's my marriage, it's my situation. You don't then be like, well, she got to say it, so I get to talk about. No,
It don't work like that.
It's not your story.
And then Marcel gonna be like, yeah, the knife in my back. Can you take the knife out my? No, you take the knife out his back first because you started it.
I really feel like Marcel started his little jokes. Of course, Tisha's following behind Marcel, making jokes too, jumping in. And in Marcel's head, he really felt like for some reason that wasn't a big deal. He really just thought, oh, I'm just being goofy, funny, ha ha, make a joke, Marcel. No, you're making a joke about something that's not to be played with.
Right.
It's not a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Especially not to them.
Right. So then we move into the next scene where Mel is having her Embrace Beauty event. And Tisha decides to crash the party. Tisha says that she decides to show up to the party because she wants to be supportive to Mel. But in all actuality, if you want to be supportive to somebody, maybe maybe prior to coming to the event, you give them a call, shoot them a text, have a conversation, because you got to remember, we're coming off the reunion where there was a whole lot of tension, a whole lot of back and forth, a whole lot of, so you don't just crash a party uninvited.
Hey,
I'm here.
Support group.
No, it isn't. No, that's not how it works.
How do you even know she wants to see you right now?
Right. So then Tisha gets escorted out, and Carlos feels the need to explain himself. He's like, I'm not behind this. It wasn't us.
We didn't know.
Didn't get security. Tisha needs to take responsibility. Like, Tisha, what you did was not cool.
Right.
You're leaving the event and talking about there's a whole bunch of business people in there that could see. Okay, so you knew there was a whole bunch of business people in there. So now it even looks like, to me, if I want to play devil's advocate, I could say you was in there to just make connections more so than to support and bridge the gap between you and Mel. Like, when it comes to resolving conflict, that has to happen in a neutral territory.
You don't. I never understood all of this. Yeah, we beefing, so I figured a good time to talk about it was at such and such event. Why? Why would it be a good time? They do that on reality TV all the time. Yeah, I thought I'd go to such and such birthday party and try to resolve our conflict. No. Y'all can meet up at lunch.
Yep.
Y'all can go out separately any other time. Why you always have to show up to the event to solve your differences? Right. And then what if it's a possibility that it could go left?
Yeah.
So why even take that chance?
Tisha says it's the nail in the coffin. Tisha, you put the nail in your own coffin. Why'd you take some responsibility for not moving accordingly? Even if you didn't realize it at that time, in hindsight, you should be able to see, I should have never did this. I should have never did that. I should have called. I should have texted. I should have made sure and verified prior to just showing up, especially at such a big event for a brand new start of a brand new business. Like, come on now.
Tisha rarely ever takes accountability in the present, in the future.
Never.
She just rarely.
Yeah.
She apologized to Mel the last episode, but that is a rarity.
Yeah, it is. So then they go to the next scene where they're talking about how Tisha forgot that Marcel had a vasectomy that day. And she is in his behind about pulling up. So they show us a flashback where Melody was like, how do you know that those statements about your husband were false? When you have a chance, you need to make sure that you just pull up on your man when he's at the bar 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So, little did we know Tisha actually pulled up. Tisha pulled up, and she said she saw him with his laptop open, a couple of, food that was done, and he was just sitting at the bar, just working. Dolo. Tisha, you don't know how to pull up right. I'm gonna tell you how you do it.
I would have been a secret agent.
Come on. All right. Let me tell you, Tisha, this is how you pull up.
Not that we pull up anywhere or condone it.
Disclaimer.
But
Okay.
if we were gonna do it, this
This is how you do it. Listen, rule number 1, he don't never see you. You pull up in secret. You be in the corner, and then you stay there for a half an hour. You exit stage left, and then you go home, and then you continue on about your day.
You don't do a ha-ha.
How you doing?
I'm here. Ah, come
You
on.
don't reveal,
What
you don't show all
doing?
your cards. Number 2 on how you pull up, you do it more than once. Because you just might have caught him on a good day. So you pull up a couple of times throughout over a period of time. And then if he establishes your trust, from that point, you can make a knowledgeable assessment. You don't just pull up one time and the girl could have been in the bathroom. And then she sees you sitting there so that
he giving her the signal.
Yeah, come on. Tisha, right.
Again, not that we have or ever will do such a thing.
Listen.
But I'm just saying it.
Just trying to tell you how to do it, girl. And so then Tisha leaves off that scene talking about Mel trying to destroy her marriage. Girl, bye. Marcel reiterates the only people that can destroy your marriage are the 2 people in it.
Hello.
And that's the truth.
This is
that's
the
it, and that's
same
all.
thing that happened with Wanda. Yeah, Marcel, why were you driving a luxury car to the camping trip? Oh, Marcel's not cheating on me. Marcel's not cheating on me. You know what? Why were you driving your car?
Well, see, your mom is trying to destroy our marriage. No, she's not. She's just my mom.
She planted the seed, you watered it, and it grew and it sprouted in your brain, girl. You so sure, but
you still got to question it. Like, Tisha, you are insecure about your marriage because you know that certain things have happened in your marriage in the past that have led you to believe that there was infidelity or there could have been infidelity. So that is why it's so easy for people to get in your head about your husband cheating on you, because you know he has before. You don't know if he is right now, but you know he has before. And that's just the bottom line.
Brushed it off and was like, no, he wouldn't do that. She was like, wait a minute. Perhaps I should pull up at the bar.
So then we go into the next scene where they show us a snippet of the reunion where Mel was complaining about how Kimmy and Tisha was calling her the post queen and things like that. And Kimmy owned up to it. She was like, you ain't telling no lie. We was talking about you, girl. And for some reason, that made Tisha pissed off. So now Kimmy is in the middle of Mel and Tisha. Yo, Kimmy was a part of that conversation too. Kimmy admitted that she was talking about her being a post queen too.
We all know that Kimmy is not a I won't say it in your face type of person.
Yeah.
Whatever she says, she's not afraid. She'll say it to you. So if you're asking me, did I say this? I'm going to say, yes, I did say this. Just because you don't want to admit to it, Tisha, and you don't want to say, oh yeah, we did call you post queen. Kimmy, oh my God, you told her? Yes, girl.
Because we did it. Like, why can't you just be honest, Tisha?
Why lie? Now you look like the snake.
Wanda want to talk about snakes? Kimmy's the, no, Tisha's the snake. She's the one who's not admitting to what she says and what she does. She's the one who's throwing stones and hiding her hands.
That part.
If Tisha cannot admit and be accountable for calling Mel the post queen, what in the heck makes y'all think she's going to admit and be accountable for anything else? So then we go into a never before seen clip of Kimmy and Tisha having a conversation. And Tisha is again talking about how Kimmy did not have her back. And Kimmy actually brings up a great point of when I guess they were all in a room at one point, and then Kimmy had walked away. And Kaiwa said, now that the elephant has left the room, and then proceeds to talk about whatever she wants to talk about. And Tisha just sat there and did not intervene, did not say anything. Quiet, just let everything continue to roll off. And Kimmy brought up how that was an issue for her. So then Tisha, she tries to completely ignore that and say, oh, well, now I feel like we're talking in circles at this point. So how do we move forward?
So now that it's your turn to take
accountability.
Now we're talking in circles.
And now it's time to move forward. You see how that works? Then we go into an even more damaging scene, never before seen clip, where Tisha and Kaiwa actually meet up after Kimmy and Kaiwa meet up. So then, listen, and this is how crazy it is. Kaiwa didn't barely say nothing. Kaiwa didn't even start anything. Kaiwa walked through the door. She's just like, yeah, girl, yeah, because that's against girl code. Yeah, because I agree with you completely. I'm completely on your side. Girl, loyalty?
This is the same Tisha
Family?
who all season was like, Kimmy's my sister. Kimmy's my sister. You know that's a problem in an issue in their marriage. And you know because Kimmy has told you, right? So you want to involve yourself in this whole mess. Even if, okay, you knew her when, yeah, Maurice was married to her, that was my sister-in-law or whatever before, cool. If y'all want to meet up and kick it and have drinks and kiki, good for you. Why do you have to bring Kimmy up?
You want Kimmy to have your back about who was wrong, about who started the argument first. Yo, Kaiwa is literally calling Kimmy the homewrecker that broke up her marriage, the side chick that stole her man. And you are going to not only not even stay out of it, you're going to agree and add to the negative connotations and viewpoints that Kaiwa has against Kimmy, and have the nerve to come at Kimmy and talk about family and loyalty. Are you crazy? The fact that they cut that out, that was the nail in the coffin.
That right there. And that's why you talking about, oh, I don't know why Kimmy doesn't want to live on Hope Manor, or whatever it was called. What was it called? Scott Manor. I don't know why would she want to live next to you? So you could call
Kaiwa over and have tea time?
Or call her and be like, yeah, girl, they was arguing next door. No. She really could just be like, I don't want to, leave me alone, girl. I don't want nothing to do with you. You're phony. You're fake. You're disrespectful. But because her husband and your husband are brothers, she's trying to maintain some kind of level of you guys still being cool and congenial and being able to be in the same place. She's really handling it quite well.
How do you complain so much about somebody not being loyal to you, and you violate them 10 times harder than you even say that they violated you?
So,
you made it halfway through this video.
Thank you.
If you haven't already, please make sure to like and also subscribe. And also turn on those notification bells so that you can get all the information of when we drop a new video.
We hope you've been enjoying it so far, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the video. So next scene, we move on to Destiny and Kimmy again. Not that anybody cares about this, because we done talked about it 50 times. We don't care about chicken no more.
So forced.
The producers are basically going over the storyline about them arguing about Destiny being upset because Kimmy said all her man does is make chicken. To be clear, Kimmy never said that. Kimmy says, I don't know who this guy is. I know he made the chicken and the chicken was good.
That's it.
Destiny turned it into a broad, it was a clip on Vine. It was a little quick clip, and she turned it into a Broadway production. She turned it into a movie.
Yep.
Her husband LeBeric jumped in on their conversation about the comeback group, which he has nothing to do with, and was trying to tell them about themselves about the comeback group, which no one asked you. And then when Kimmy says, who is this guy? He's talking about our business. Who is this guy? I don't even know him. I just know he makes good chicken. He made the chicken. It was good. Now, oh, you trying to reduce my man to chicken? You trying to make him the colonel? She never said that. Who made it a whole, she's trying to take down this black man? Like, what are you talking about?
Oh my God.
If you want a problem for no reason, just say that, because you look crazy.
Yo.
Now, Kimmy goes on to say that she really believes the real reason Destiny was upset was because, and what she initially said was, I'm upset because Kimmy says she doesn't know me.
Yep.
She switched the storyline to make it something that sounded a little less childish.
Right.
So
Well, you just mad that you're not relevant. You're just mad because she said that she don't know you, but you don't want to admit to that.
That part.
You just want to act like it's all about how you
Because
just...
he black, he gotta make chicken?
Oh my God.
She was so mad for no... It was literally
you're
nothing.
so pressed. Can you please leave? It's in your best interest to drop it because you sound crazy.
You look crazy dragging
Destiny,
this
don't
out.
ever bring this up again, please.
And basically, that's pretty much how the behind the scenes went.
Yeah.
And going into the next season, I think it's just going to be really interesting. A lot of people are wondering if the side chick is coming on the show. And honestly, I know a lot of people want it for the drama, but I really hope not, because if you've seen anything of her online, it's just not going to be a pretty situation. You know, she talks about Mel. She tries to say she's a bad mother. You know, she tries to say she's a bad person. And she says a lot of negative things about Mel and that Martell said about Mel and things like that. So it would be a very messy, very tumultuous, very draining type situation if they were to bring her on the show. And like you said, I feel like Carlos and Mel probably have a very genuine relationship, a little tight-knit kind of thing going on. So I don't think he would, and I don't think Mel would stand for it.
Right.
If they tried to bring her on the show, as much it would turn to Love and Hip Hop up in here.
I don't want it.
We do not.
Oh, so many young kids involved. I would not be surprised if Martell was advocating to get side chick on the dang on show.
I wouldn't either.
Just to get under Mel's skin. I think that there will still be a lot to follow. You know, Mel has to now create her own businesses by herself. She has to figure out how to do the whole kid thing by herself too. She could incorporate her mom more. So I think there should be a lot of things going on in Mel and Martell's life separately. As far as Marcel and Tisha, well, you know, now that Black's open, they have that.
And we kind of, you know, we kind of do our research a little bit outside of the show. We're not like TMZ or anything, so we don't necessarily report on it. Yeah. But we'll tell you little things here and there. So, you know, we have seen a lot of reports that things are coming out about Marcel also cheating. So that may be in, you know, the next season's storyline.
Not just cheating though, having a side baby too.
A whole baby out here, just like Martell.
Mean, that would, not for nothing, that would explain the vasectomy. Because Marcel getting a vasectomy did strike me as weird. Only because usually men will be like, no, you go get your tubes tied.
My manhood.
Or, yeah, I'm not going to, you know, sacrifice my swimmers. Like,
even though it's not even,
it's not that, you know. That. So it wouldn't surprise me if he had either a pregnancy scare or a pregnancy that made him be like, yo, I have to go get a vasectomy.
That's actually interesting because Mel kept saying in the first season that, well, Martell didn't start doing this until we came around y'all. So, and even Martell saying, well, yeah, you know, the guys I talked to, they said that, you know, you should understand, and trying to teach him how to cheat better, and you got to get them to sign an NDA and everything. So that would make a lot of sense if...
No, maybe he has an NDA on the girl who has the baby.
It's very possible. Because...
why hasn't she come out? That's another reason why I feel like Tisha, he doesn't want Tisha to work, because he could just keep her.
Because if I'm cheating and you find out I'm cheating, but I'm the primary breadwinner, where are you going?
Yeah, nowhere. We actually found out about the whole Marceau and the possible side baby from All About the Tea. Shout out to All About the Tea. And we also heard it from the Empress Show. So follow them for sure if you guys aren't already.
Go show them some love.
Yeah, there's a girl named Deshawn on Twitter just revealing it all. So,
but I mean, not for nothing. That could be anybody.
That's true.
She says she has text messages, but it's 2021. People can alter and Photoshop, and even that, it just says it's stored as Martell. There's no number present.
That's true.
So I could store her name as Martell and be texting her, and it looks like I'm texting Martell now.
But what did Marcel do to her?
Who knows?
But because we see her and Martell, or she has a vendetta against Martell, but why she bring Marcel into it?
What are you talking about, the lady on Twitter?
Yeah.
We don't know who it is.
She could be mentally unstable.
It could be anybody.
That's true.
Literally anyone.
That's true.
It could be somebody jealous.
That's true.
It could be an ex-girlfriend.
That's true.
It could just be a crazy fan.
That's true.
That wants attention and wants followers. You know, people are weird on the internet.
That's true.
And in real life. So it literally can be anyone.
That's true.
That page has been garnering a lot of attention.
It has.
But I ain't really see no real
receipt.
Right. So we'll just have to, if I see it on the show, then I believe it. If not, then I don't know nothing about that.
And lastly, we have Kimmy and Maurice. And Kimmy and Maurice's story has really been centered around their children. We'll get to see more of how Jalen is as a GM. Fingers crossed, Jalen do a good job. Jalen do a good job. Show up and show out. And we'll also get to see this whole custody thing with Monster.
Right.
Because this half.
If I want to keep calling her quinoa so bad.
No.
That is a delicious
Kiowa.
And we'll have to see if Kiowa actually moves down there, that whole situation, because that will definitely bring about a lot of drama.
Yeah. Yeah, now that they're going to have Scott's Manor, maybe Kiowa wants a house. Ooh, Jesus.
And now that, you know, Tisha feels like, oh, Kimmy doesn't have my back. She might be trying to get up under her wing. And we'll see the dynamic between the friendships. Yeah, they ended it off with, oh, we're just friends, BFFs. But y'all know how it goes when the season, when production shuts down, stuff happens, all types of stuff happens. They come back on air. Next thing you know, people not even friends anymore. As
far as I know, Mel and Tisha are still not following each other on Instagram. Martell and Mel are freshly divorced as of like a week or two ago. So it's a lot of things still up in the air for them to kind of go through and see until they start to pick up the next season. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. You made it to the end of the video. Unfortunately, that's the end of the season. We are not going to be getting a reunion, but hopefully season 3 will just be that much more exciting because we didn't get a reunion. We really enjoyed you guys watching us and following us on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and we have picked up a new show. We will be doing videos on Ready to Love. That's also on OWN. So if you guys follow that show, be on the lookout for those videos as well. They're definitely coming soon.
Also, if you have anything, any videos you want us to react to, suggestions you have, any content you would like to watch, you're our subscribers and viewers. So if you want us to do something, let us know, and you know, we can look at it and see if we can squeeze that in our schedule.
Yeah. So. And again, if you guys haven't already, please follow us on Twitter and Instagram at SugarandSpice88, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye.
Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gonna spread
good energy.
Today we gonna share
good energy.
I go to work.
Today gonna be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day. All about that